Just when you thought it was safe to put away your Syracuse uniform, Syracuse had everything. Just when you were safe from all my quips and everything. Guess what? As Heather O'Rourke on Poltergeist says, he's back. That's right. Kenny's Two Pennies is back. Season 11. Here we go. The amazing run will continue. But I first do want to say this. This season will be dedicated to a friend of mine and Jim who helps the show out every way. Because there was a guy I went to school with and Jim went to school with who was a big fan of the show. And I always loved to hear what he had to say. He was very friendly. And sadly, we suddenly lost him several months ago. This season is in memory of Ralph Peter Carbone. Keep on watching up there, buddy. I always appreciated your comments. So you know what? Here we go. And here we go. As first I want to talk about Syracuse. Yes, this is kind of the make or break season for Dino Babers. This is year 3 of his regime, and it got off to a very rollicking start in Kalamazoo, Michigan, with a big victory against Western Michigan. The thing is, I noticed one thing. When Dungy was in at quarterback, the offense was unstoppable. When Tommy DeVito, the one who's the heir apparent to Dungy, came in for a few drives, Tommy DeVito looked like Danny DeVito. They just went, and the defense just decided, hey, we're going to take the next few series off. Hey, this is a MAC team, for heaven's sakes. A MAC team almost beating an ACC team? How? Oh, well, you know what? Dungy comes back in, re-energizes them. But you know, it seems as though defense may be optional with the Orange this year. The final score was 55-42. They allowed Western Michigan over 600 yards of offense. That isn't going to fly when it comes ACC time. Maybe, when we play non-conference opponents like Wagner and UConn, who I think our offense can overwhelm, because right now, Babers has got the personnel there that can do as fast as the new Cuse, if you know what I mean. Thing is, that doesn't work on defense. We gotta be ready. And you'd think with who Babers has recruited that maybe the defense could be better. Well, that was the concerning thing. Good victory to open the season, Cuse. But we gotta shore up the defense. We can't be more giving than the Salvation Army, if you know what I mean. Now I'm going to go from the Orange to the Bills. It was a 3-way battle for quarterback all through the preseason and all through training camp. And now, Nate Peterman has emerged as the starter for right now. A.J. McCarron, who everybody thought was going to be the starter, he's now an Oakland Raider. Because it seems as though he tripped. Of course, he got injured. Of course, he kind of tripped over himself in that game also. And with his impressive comeback win in the final preseason game, they felt, the Raiders were kind of hurting for a backup quarterback. So off he goes to the Raiders. And, of course, Chucky. Yeah, John Gruden back being the coach of the Raiders. Oh, boy. Boy, are we going to hear a lot of comments now coming out of Raider camp, especially next year when they become the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, hopefully they aren't going to gamble on that, if you know what I mean. But the thing is, it's Peterman for now, with Allen waiting in the wings. Allen just needs a little more seasoning. Oh, where'd I put that pepper? Here we are. Yep, he needs a little more seasoning. Maybe later in the season. Yeah, he's got a howitzer for an arm. Plus, he's got the poise of a long veteran, especially when the pocket collapses around him. But Allen needs a little more grooming. It's best for him to sit for a while. Hopefully Peterman can do the job and not throw 5 INTs and a half. We'll see what happens coming up Sunday against Baltimore. I go from the Bills to our local high schools. Yep, they begin their sports seasons earlier than when school's in session. And you know, now school's in session. And let's just say, Waterloo has a new principal. Her last name is Madonna. Well, actually, for this era of double last names, it's Thomas Madonna. Much like Michigan receiver Donovan Peoples-Jones and former Texas A&M receiver Ricky Seals-Jones. But you know, the thing is, I've met her because I do work for the district, and she is a very nice and helpful lady, and she'll be an asset to the district. But the thing is, I kind of wonder, is Sean Penn lurking around the corner? Or if she's gonna break into song like a virgin. Hey! You know, that might not be troubling in some aspects, but oh, I digress. Plus, Tom Mitchell is back as the assistant principal. Very good person, very helpful. And of course, Superintendent McKebney for Seneca Falls is calling it a career after this year. Good luck to you, and I tip my hat to you, sir. Now to cover up the bad crew cut. And also the sports teams got ready. Mary Dole is a scoring machine for Miners. Thing is, you know what she does when she puts the ball into the net? It's called the Dole Whip. Let's hope that's more of that, and let's hope Miners' run-oriented offense does a lot more when it comes on the football field. And also, I'm going to go from that to talking about the New York State Fair. It broke another record this year. And of course, Cuomo's, implying that, hey, we broke another record. Yeah, he's made some good improvements to the fairgrounds. But there's a couple more you could do, Cuomo. Alleviate the traffic problem on 690, especially going to the amphitheater. And also, alleviate Chevy Court. But 40,000 people jammed into that little section there, especially when ZZ Top or a funk band is playing there. Tempers can flare quite a bit, and you know what, Cuomo? It's all very well, but you gotta alleviate a few more problems. Maybe alleviate the SAFE Act while you're at it. And last but not least, they talked about Jeffrey Owens, who played Elvin on The Cosby Show. Yeah, he's just had few and far between with acting jobs, and sometimes to keep himself going, he works at a Trader Joe's. Couple media outlets decided to shame him because he works at Trader Joe's. Well, let me tell you something, media. Nobody is above anything, especially if it's honest work, like mine. And the thing is, no job is beneath you. The only thing that's beneath you is the sidewalk, which you media people ought to think about. And that's all I got for my premiere episode of Season 11. I'm back, so get used to it.